watched a year and a half of scrims the Caps. It's a 10-0 or 0-10 or 0-12. You know, it's just some days he has it, some days he doesn't.
Sometimes that's the way that it goes,
Yeah.
you know.
You int or you int? You don't int? Yeah.
You win the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller on the last day of MSI 2019 group stage. I'm here with Team Liquid Case, one of the analysts, the head analyst.
Yep, head of analysis.
Head of analysis, formerly of the Fnatic roster that made finals last year, now with Team Liquid.
Correct.
You made it out of group stage, congratulations. Was it an interesting game against G2? How do you feel about that one?
We finally got bot Scuttle, and the game was a lot easier. We had a pretty good jungle pick, and when you get a strong jungle pick, the game seems to go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I mean, Ning, Jankos, they've all shown it clit, even, on the Lee Sin giving you trouble in the first game,
Yeah.
but that wasn't a problem this time around. Overall, though, people have been, criticizing some of the same old things about Team Liquid's play in the group stage, slow and waiting for late game and stuff like that. Now, the game against G2 was a complete opposite.
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate more on that?
I think it's just about a lot of the games we lost in groups were pretty unfortunate early games in which the games against these fast-paced teams like G2, IG, and even Fongbu even though we didn't lose to Fongbu, they had early leads against us. They can snowball pretty quickly. And I think if we can just we ironed out our early game, we didn't fall behind. And I think when you don't fall behind early, the slower-paced teams can really start to punish a lot of over-aggression and plays. Similar to like a G2 or IG, they blow leads all the time. It's that early aggression can be tampered or can be exposed a lot easier if you actually can stabilize levels 1, 2, 3, 4, which is kind of what happened in this game. Like we kind of just stabilized, and then Caps played as aggressive as if they were winning still, and then you can just pick them off like naturally. So
You, of course, have experiences.
yeah, I watched a year and a half of scrims the Caps. It's a 10-0 or 0-10 or 0-12. It's just some days he has it, some days he doesn't.
Sometimes that's the way that it goes,
Yeah. You int or you int? You don't int? Yeah.
You win the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Were you surprised to see G2 ban out Varus? Because I felt like from an outside perspective, and we've been talking about that in the press room as well, Double Lift hadn't looked a bit shaky on Varus so far, and then it was like a second ban of G2.
I can't really speak to G2's bans and why they banned it, but I would say Double Lift has a really good Varus, and it's really good. It's a really good kiteback ultimate. You win most lanes, you suffer early in lane, like levels 1, 2, but come level 3, 4, you can start really snowballing the advantage. And I think we showed high priority on it, so I think they just maybe overthought it, but other than that, I can't really say anything else. Yeah.
That's all fair. No leaks here.
Yeah.
But overall, though, how did you find the quality of the group stage games we've seen so far? Of course, it's best of ones.
Yeah, it's still best of ones.
But of course, when you have so many amazing teams from each region and so dominant teams from each region come into a tournament, a lot of people were really excited. And then you see some of these games like IG having happy games. You see G2 go 0-2 and lose both games to Fongbu.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have some of the best games, so like.
I think it's just the tournament is really compact. In 5 days, 10 games, in every game, if you like G2 like yesterday, they overlook Fongbu, or 2 days ago, get blown out, then they beat SKT. I think if you overlook teams in this tournament, you're going to get beat. So it's just every team's good, so you really have to prepare equally for each team. So I think if you throw a lot of teams all in one tournament together, anyone can really win. Unless you're IG, and then you can play Ivern, and then just for fun games.
Daisy, the MVP, for you guys kind of even as well. The Flash Wolves would have taken that one. Would have
been a little bit of a sweat, but thankfully we won.
No tiebreakers. Short day for us as well. Happy.
We had tiebreakers last time. No more tiebreakers at MSI. Or at Fnatic last time, not TL. Unfortunately for TL last time.
Right.
Fortunately for us this time. Yeah.
So you reckon that if this would be like a best of 3 system, it would be much different results?
If it was best of 3 system, potentially, I don't think you would see Flash Wolves, like the perceived lower tier teams, actually pick up series. Maybe one game here and there, but I think the standings would be a lot more clear, for sure. But that would require way more time, and Riot's trying to condense the timeline instead of expand it.
Yeah, from a viewership perspective, it's difficult.
It's way less thrilling, especially for a Vietnam fan. We play a best of 3, we get one, and then just we cheese them with some pick, then you just beat them the next 2. So I think for a viewership standpoint, best of 1s is always better. But for terms of competitive integrity, then always best of 3.
For sure, for sure. Now, best of 5s are upcoming though, semifinals. You'll likely, we don't know yet, but you'll probably get picked by IG. I mean, maybe not.
Maybe not. I mean, whoever we play, they're going to be freaking good.
SKT
or IG. So we're going to have to really step it up if we want to beat any of those teams in terms of we just need to solidify our early game. And I think we can probably handle or be competitive with anyone. As you saw in the IG game even, whenever we had a stable early game, we were in control of the game. We just made a few mistakes in the mid game that got a flank on us. But if we can just iron out the early game, the games will be competitive. That's for sure. In a best of 5, I think our team can adapt more. We're a better best of 5 team than best of 1, I would say. Just because we have a lot of support staff, and the way we play the game is more consistent. And the way some teams I don't know, IG get leads sometimes. Like we lost games to IG off of we went for bot scuttle when we shouldn't have, or so stuff like that. So I think we can iron out those mistakes, and it should be a lot better.
One last question now. I was told by Steve, I spoke with him yesterday, that he had a talk, a speech, something like that. Can you elaborate a bit on that area?
Talk or speech?
Well,
I mean, I don't really give speeches to the team, but I try to be a little bit jovial.
Steve came into.
Steve gave a little pep talk speech, but he kind of just doesn't like other regions shitting on NA for no reason, because it's been so long of just NA getting shit on. So I mean that's understandable, but it is our first time getting out of groups, so that's pretty hype.
Very exciting for sure. Best of luck to you, of course. Yep. Anything you would like to say to the Team Liquid fans out there?
I mean, just keep supporting us and buy our merch.
Very nice. And a personal hashtag for you?
Fourth the Dream.
Fourth the Dream. Excited about that one. Thank you so much, Case, for your time. This is Darius from the Shotcaller from the last day of MSI 2019 group stage. We'll see you guys at semifinals in Taipei. Very excited. Yeah. See you guys then. Bye-bye. We'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Bujnowicz, Thomas Göttel, Etienne, Erich Althaus, Lukas Legal, Lazy Raven, Lama Vyuta, and Adam Novosviat for your very special support, and of course also all the people whose names you see scrolling past you. Without you guys, we would have closed down probably a while ago. So thank you so much for your help. Thank you.